Hi there, everyone. Steve from KLT Media. I was sitting with one of my clients earlier today, and we were talking about which type of customers I'm trying to attract to the business right now. And we came onto the subject that his friend, who owns an estate agency in Manchester, which is just down the road from me, has just been instructed as the exclusive agent on a new development scheme, converting an old mill building into a load of executive apartments, and then some creative office space downstairs. And he said to me a question that I think is really, really important, and that was, well, if you were working with them, what would you do to promote it? You know, you're a content marketing business. How can that help my friend, to develop those units, attract the investors, attract the tenants or the buyers later on, and pull the whole thing together? So what I did was a back of the fag packet marketing plan, as you can see on there, which just starts off with a few questions. So if you're an estate agent or a developer and you're looking to promote your business, here are a few things you can consider. So let's start off with what's the story of the development, and give it some context in relation to what's going on in the rest of the local property market. So for example, if there is a load of 1960s inner city office blocks which are frequented by financial services firms, legal firms, blah blah blah, could it be that this creative space there is a little haven for the digital tech and creative companies around the city? So give it a little bit of context, show why it's different. We expand on that by saying, what is the development about? What values and beliefs are in there? How does the developer feel things should be? So are they particularly concerned about quality, internet speeds, open area offices? Is it a cubicle type place? So they're going to make lots of small private offices, maybe with glass doors. What decisions are being made, and what beliefs are being driven? What beliefs and values are driving those decisions? In with that, I'd bundle who is the development trying to attract and why the scheme is a good idea, just in general. I'd then move on to why this scheme is right for me being the tenant, the buyer, or the investor. So I'd look at the pain points that these people have right now. I'd engage those people directly. So if I know them, or I know some of them, I try and pull them together and say, well, you know, listen, what problems are you having, and what do you think about this scheme? Here it is, here's what we're thinking of doing. Get that direct feedback so you're better informed as the agent on how to go forward and market that property. And also try and pull some case studies together of firms that have moved to similar commercial property, for example, or young people who work in the creative industries who live right near their office space. You know, try and create a sense of, I'm attracted to this development because they are like me. That makes sense? Okay, then I'd move straight on to, how do I know I can trust you? So you notice at no point so far have we pitched any details, no features and benefits to the reader. We're just trying to build this relationship and give them some confidence in the development and in us as the agent. So I'd work on transparency. I'd do an open house after the build. I'd do testimonials from people who are currently either moving into this development or thinking of moving into it, and showing what they think of it. Some on-location videos, some comments in blog posts, that sort of thing. Basically to build that know, like, and trust factor, so people think, you know what, yeah, I could do business with these people. In with that, I'd drive them towards a list where there'd be a drip sequence which gives them updates along the way of where it's up to social proof, where it's up to social proof, where it's up to social proof, tell stories along the way. I'm running out of time, so what will it be like when we get in there? That's a massive thing to consider, because particularly if someone's buying off plan or is investing off plan, they need to know what it's like. I had a mentor, one of the top guys from LA Fitness, and he told me that when they were opening a new LA Fitness site, what they'd do is, before they even broke ground, they'd put a site office in, a load of hard hats, a load of high vis. They'd invite people down, and they'd literally spray out the layout on the floor, and they'd walk people through with someone who's really visual and emotive and who can literally paint the picture as they're walking people through this site. And that really gets people on board, and that's how they managed to hit break even before they even broke ground. So I do the hard hat walkthrough. Then I'd leverage technology. So we do some CGI and do some stills, some fly-throughs, particularly if it's a big scheme, big high value scheme. People want to be engaged. We talked about that in a previous video. Get people engaged, give them stuff that they want to see. People scroll through Rightmove because they are nosy. All right, a lot of them are looking for properties, but some of them are just nosing about what's around. I certainly click on properties on Rightmove because I want to see what that's like inside, because it looks stunning from the outside. So give them stuff where they feel like they can get involved and have a look at how it might look. Number 5 was number 6. One of the benefits, and this is where we start to say, after we've got that audience of people who are engaged, this is where we start to say, hey, you've got this pain, I've got this benefit, so we can solve that pain by using these features. I'd probably produce a bundle, maybe 2 or 3 together, produce blog posts, do some interviews on camera with the developer and with the agent to say, why is this so good? What pain points does it solve? Blah, blah, blah. And this is where we're channeling people towards a pitch. And then finally, we'd start to re-engage with those people who are still on the list to say, you know what? You've seen all the information. What do you think? Do you think you want to get involved? If so, here's how we can go forward and do it. One thing that we haven't discussed in that whole plan, which has to happen first before we even put a plan together, is to consider who is the target audience, and then how are they currently consuming this sort of information right now. For example, don't put a load of stuff on Instagram if those target clients aren't on Instagram. Simples. Hope that helps.